What's up, everybody? It's Jrod, the filmmaker, former film major, and frequent fighting gamer from Philadelphia, and
his sister, Yana.
My co-host for today. And since we're both here, since we're sitting in the same spots, I guess some of you can guess what we're about to do. We're going to react to more fatalities. Now, the reason we have new fatalities is because we have new characters. And we got those new characters via something called DLC, which stands for downloadable content, and it just means that after you get the game, they'll give you some more stuff to keep you playing it. So for Mortal Kombat, they basically dropped a new character every other month, and so since the game came out till now, they've just been dropping characters every once in a while, and now we have 6 new characters and our first fighter pack is what they call it, or combat pack. So
are these gonna be crazier than the last ones?
That's a good question. I think so. Some of them will be crazier. And so another thing too is that last time these were all Mortal Kombat characters. You had no idea who any of these people were.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say there are at least 2 characters now that you probably know who they are. And we'll get to them when we get there. So we're gonna go in order of the characters and get right into it. So first off, we have Shang Tsung.
Big trouble.
You don't know. He's new. Into it, the very first fatality of the DLC. Back, forward, down, down, X.
Why did you say it like Siri?
Because I practiced all these fatalities like a couple minutes ago, but...
Oh my god. Where did
Oh yeah.
Like...
I guess?
Fatality.
That's what it is.
Shang Tsung wins. Flawless victory.
Not that tag team.
I mean... Alright, I'll see the other one. And I actually really like this one. So there's this one also has another Mortal Kombat character. There he is. That's a character named Kentaro. He was in some of the old games. He's not actually in this game, so the only way you can see him is through this fatality.
Oh my god.
Yes. I think the idea behind that is like Shang Tsung, he controls souls. He like steals people's souls. He can take their soul energy. So he probably just had some souls in his pocket. He threw them. And this fatality is called Comatose. Because he has a friend named Ko. He just like turned
Right. Bear. Where did that come from?
That's his bear. That's his spirit bear.
Oh.
Finish him.
Got it first time. It was a big graphic. I mean, they're all a big graphic.
Fatality. Night
Yeah.
Wolf
So.
flawless victory.
That is gross, you know?
Yeah.
Once again.
It's gross. Okay, so next will be a character that you probably know. I don't know if you saw him down here, but we got Arnold. We have the Terminator. He made it into Mortal Kombat. You got this skin where one of his arms is out. You got young Arnold, older Arnold. This one I call Turbo Man because he has the red and yellow, just like Turbo Man. Back, forward, back. I think, oh yeah, actually, I like this one. It's simple, but it's pretty cool. Very simple. He just hits you with the motorcycle and then shoots you, but I really like, I really like the fact that he is driving a motorcycle in the middle of the stage, and I like the little shot of them like, oh my gosh, Terminator has a motorcycle. Okay, drop that. There we go.
You didn't play this game a lot.
And I practiced. Because I didn't want to mess him up. To kind of handle my light work, he didn't even want to finish it, so he just sent you to the future or whatever. So next we have Sindel.
Sindel.
She has like her powers are she has this scream, this banshee scream, and she can use it a lot of different ways. And also, she uses her hair in a lot of different moves. So
Not bad.
the first one is going to be a scream-based fatality.
Oh.
With some hair.
Oh. What? She just killed her screen?
Yeah. She
That's
just
kind of tough.
straight just
Like,
absolutely murdered her dog. Let's see. It's nasty from the second it starts. As soon as the hair goes down their throat, it's like, oh, that's gross. Then they just are like, no, let's pop the eyes out too. Let's stab all through the body and
just making it worse as they possibly can. Like,
definitely. All right, so now we're gonna get into another character that you probably know who he is. I don't know if you saw him up here. He kind of stands out.
yeah.
But yeah, the Joker.
Oh, he's on here?
Yes. So the Joker, Terminator, and the last character we're going to get into, they're not Mortal Kombat characters, so they're considered guest characters. And so basically that's when you take a character from a different franchise, you bring them in just so they can we'll see what it's like to fight the Joker versus Mortal Kombat characters.
I feel like the Joker was just staring into my soul.
Right, that is the thing too. This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's like, oh, friendship. And of course, it's the Joker, so no.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't trust that anyway.
Right. Like, why accept a gift from him?
The Joker wins. Flawless
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, let me get this straight. You think that killing those guys is funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Comedy is subjective, Murray.
So this one you're going to want to listen to because it's probably the only fatality back down back that has a little song with it.
Yes, yes.
The fight is done and now's the time to bring it.
He's
to a
saying something
crescendo.
different.
Oh, he said something.
Crank the knob and look
Yeah.
like that.
What? When did they do that? That was a completely different song.
Joker wins.
Crying.
Wow. So that must have been something that they just added. That they actually gave Joker an extra fatality song. So hey, you heard it here
Right,
first,
right.
guys. Exclusive Joker fatality song. Oh, we only got one more character left.
And who is that?
It's this guy over here. So this is Spawn,
Fire and brimstone.
also known as Al. His name is Al. He's a comic book.
Owl?
No, just Al.
Oh.
Like, what is it, Alvin, or I don't know what his full name is, but just Al Simmons. Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of Spawn, but he's a comic book character that's been out since the 90s. He had a movie where he was played by Michael Jai White, and he had a television show on HBO. This was all the way back. Where he was played by Keith David. But yeah, he came back to voice Spawn in this game, and I would love to give you the entire Spawn backstory. We might not have time, but he was a military guy who got killed by one of his friends, and he went to hell. He made a deal with the devil, got some superpowers, came back, and then eventually he just was not feeling the whole devil deal thing. Anyway, so he went on to kill the devil. He had to fight a bunch of people from heaven and a bunch of people from hell. He became an archangel at one point.
Oh my
a lot went on. But he's just a cool character. As scary as he looks, he's actually a really good guy. Against Terminator, because his second fatality will give you an idea of what a Terminator looks like on the inside.
I don't like that.
it'll be kind of in pieces. Forward, back, down, A. This street blows you.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So you see some Terminator pieces all about, but this next one will give you even better idea of what Terminator looks like on the inside. That's not it. So normally on this fatality, on this final screen, you're just looking at a skeleton.
Right.
But since it's Terminator, he has his Terminator skeleton in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like.
Right now, we don't know.
Oh wow, that was something.
Sure. Any favorite fatalities, least favorites, most gross?
So my favorite, what's her name?
Sindel.
Sindel. I like her. I like hers the best out of all of those. Yeah, like she was tough, for real. And like Spawn, he's a close second for real. But I think all of them overall was just, they all were cool.
Yeah. I think everyone's pretty happy though with what they got. Like we
it's
got,
worth it.
yeah, it's definitely worth it. We got 6 great characters. We get skins and gear for all the other characters whenever new characters come out. And if they do decide to drop more DLC, we could have up to like maybe 12 characters, which is pretty sick. Like I feel like if they stopped right now, it's like, all right, good game. But if they added 6 more characters, like, oh, that's even better. So yeah, any final thoughts?
Just let me know when they drop the next characters.
I got you. I'll let you know for sure. It might take a whole year, but either way, I'll let you know. And so yeah, I think that'll be it. Oh, I dropped a gameplay video last week with Spawn, so check that out if you haven't already. Also, I'm gonna link in the description part 1 and part 2 of our Fatality reaction. So if you haven't seen them, go back. You can watch it from part 1. You could watch every single character on the roster. We react to their fatalities. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So tell me if you feel me. I'll see you guys next week for another new video, and peace out. You can't hear it? Did the headset turn off? Or is it down? Oh, it's down. I think I turned it down. Alright, so let's run it again. It's okay. They won't even see this part.
Alright, the power of editing.
Alright.
Fatality. The Joker wins. Flawless victory.